let's get into it, baby. Because we've got some topics I want to get into, and I think we'll have a treat for you at the end that we couldn't fully dive into last week. But I want to start with this steel toe business. A lot of people in this corner of the internet have been talking about Aaron Imholt and steel toe this week. So I admit I checked it out. I put on my gossipy hat and dove in. I heard Karl talk about it on Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever that was, and it piqued my interest. So I said, okay, let me see. And I know everyone's talking about it, but maybe I want to dip my toe in and talk about the divorce as well. But what I found was
not that there's anything wrong with that.
What, getting divorced?
Yeah, nothing wrong.
No, you're a real you failed as a man.
I disagree.
No, I'm kidding. Whatever Craig does is cool. So yeah, I actually think it's cool to get divorced. You know, you can't have pizza every night, as a friend of mine says. Divorces are so hot right now.
They're pretty cool. They're trendy.
Yeah,
I like to think of myself.
Really cool, handsome guys get divorced. So, anyways, nothing to do with that. People were very intrigued because, if you don't know, I guess I should explain. The reason people are so intrigued is because Aaron did a show with his wife, April, for a long time. And then there was a lot of stress in the marriage. She left the show. All kinds of drama happened with Steel Toe. And I listened to Karl, and I said, I've avoided it this long, but it piqued my interest. I kind of wanted to talk about it. And then what I found when I went to look through recent episodes of Steel Toe is the divorce didn't even interest me. I got hooked by another angle. This captivated me. So we're going to take a look at how every show for like over a week started over at the Steel Toe program. Now, I'm not totally familiar with what Aaron does. I messaged him a long time ago. I think maybe when he first started the show, he had Anthony Cumia on, and I thought he did a good job with him. I thought that was interesting, so I messaged him and said good job and all that. And that's really my last interaction with him. So I haven't seen the show of late. I don't know what he's up to. I don't know if this is a bit that I'm missing, if there's an inside joke that the audience would understand that I don't. But if not, this is a bizarre way to start a program. So let's just dive into it, Craig. Give me one example here. I'm sure it'll just be a one-off.
Mission this week, get rid of the shadows. That's mission this week. Eliminate shadows, which I believe is just backlighting, right? So I might move some shit from over there and bring it back here. And here's what I have to understand. Here's what I have to just accept about myself and start working on. I fucking suck at this shit. I'm great at hosting a show. There's nobody better.
Okay, hold on. I want to get to that for a second. Hold on. Back up a little bit. I'd like to address that claim. But first I want to talk about, I'm a man who's visually impaired. I do not see particularly well, and it's getting worse. Mm-hmm. So to me, of course, the set dressing doesn't matter at all. The background, whatever's behind Aaron, in front of Aaron, anywhere, matters nothing to me. So let me ask you, Craig, a man of sight.
Yep.
When you're watching a podcast, how much do you really give a fuck about what's behind the guy talking?
Like, not at all, except if there's too much going on, it's almost distracting.
Okay, I mean, I understand that, like, for the algorithm, maybe it matters. You know, you see podcasts like Bad Friends and things like that have the big, loud backgrounds behind them with the logos. But, you know, so I think it matters to an extent. As a topic, it feels dreadfully boring to me. But hey, I'm probably nitpicking. This is a one-off thing. So let's see now. Let's see fake radio guy tell us how great he is.
Fuck at this shit. I'm great at hosting a show. There's nobody better. The reason we have so many haters is because I'm so fucking good at this.
I mean,
it drives people.
I mean, come on. Hold on. Is his, again, I can't see. Is his Howard Stern handbook on his desk? How to just be fucking Stern? I mean, Jesus Christ. Does anyone believe that, Aaron? No one's better at hosting a show. Like, we're in the same ballpark of subscribers, you know? No one's better.
I can't imagine he believes this.
Well, that's the thing, is like when Howard said it carried a little weight because he was number one in most markets he was in, you know? Close to all of them. So, like, it had a little gravitas when Howard said he was the best to ever do it. You kind of to make that claim, you have to somewhat establish yourself. And I would even say when Howard Stern was in Detroit, if he said I'm the best to ever do this, you'd kind of be like, shut the fuck up. Who would want to listen to that?
Right.
You know, like you kind of have to prove yourself a little before you can do the fake tough guy, like I'm the best to ever do that. Aaron, no one thinks you believe that. No one thinks you believe you're the best broadcaster of all time.
That's why he's on the internet.
Doing Steel Toe Morning Show. Well, listen, the best broadcaster of all time will probably be on the internet. So
that's true.
That I don't have an issue with. Yeah,
maybe he is, and he's ahead of it.
Yeah, it just seems like, you know, the only. I mean, like again, I checked out his show a couple times. I didn't hate it, certainly. That's the thing, is like Aaron gets trolled a lot. Like, I'll be totally fair. Until this, I never saw anything where it's like, oh, I have to shit on this guy. So like I don't think he's a bad broadcaster necessarily. But the best of all time, like, that's just fake. No one thinks you mean that, Aaron. It comes off as phony. You're lying to your audience.
I never seeked out the show, but every clip I've seen, I've been like, this, I could listen to it.
Sure. Yeah, I've never seen anything dreadful. But so I noticed something here. What we just heard, I said, oh, well, it's a little weird to start the show by talking about the set, but maybe he just changed something. Like, so he feels like he has to address it. And maybe I'm being nitpicky. It's a minute and a half. Who gives a fuck?
The biggest concern I have is it's still set up to show where his wife would be sitting.
There's silhouettes of April.
There's legit an empty seat right next to him.
Like Marty Funkhauser at the Dodgers game. The Memorial April Imholtz seat.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm sorry, is there any more to that clip?
Oh, yeah.
I suck at everything that's not hosting a show. I look like I'm having a fucking puppet show behind me. And all I probably need to do is take these lights back here, move them down here, shoot them up at the wall, and I can probably be done with that. But then you know what sucks about that? You know what complaints I'm going to get after that? Yo, fucking wall's too shiny. I hate this part. I fucking hate it. But
I can guarantee you this, Aaron. You're definitely not going to get that now. Now you've corrected it. No one will say the wall is too shiny now. So thank God you addressed it in that manner.
But he's not done.
Oh, good.
I love the buckle shield. I love the whiteboard. I love Mike Lindell. I love my Jesse Ventura dolls. I love all of it. I fucking hate getting it to work. I want a darker, like, radio aesthetic is what I'm fucking going for. And
that'd be so fucking cool, man. Then you'd really be the best show on the internet.
Then you'd look like you sound the best ever.
Really, I mean, the only reason so many people watch and listen to Rogan is because of that. He put the Joe Rogan sign behind him. He was kind of nothing before that.
I didn't watch until I saw the Joe Rogan Experience.
In the old studio, when he had like the mugshot of Elvis or whatever it was, like that was horse shit. You needed the bright Joe Rogan behind him, and that's the only way that kid ever made it.
Yeah. But we go on to the next day, I believe.
Okay, so I clicked through a couple episodes because I was trying to find something specific. So I heard Karl play something, and I said, oh, that interests me. I'm curious the context around that. I was trying to find that. Instead, I found something else because the light thing didn't strike me at first. I just thought, oh, okay, he's talking about the lights because maybe something changed, whatever. I started to notice a pattern forming.
Oh, I thought I'd keep you waiting a little bit. I thought I'd make you wait. I changed a little bit of lighting. I changed a little bit of stuff with the camera. I know we've still got work to do. I look kind of like a zombie ghost now, but we'll get there. What I wanted to do is I wanted to make the back look better. So I changed the backlight compensation.
If you were at someone's house one-on-one and they were saying this to you, can you imagine you'd be thinking of ways to change the subject. Can you think of anything more boring?
I'd be like, tell me about this Jesse Ventura.
We put in a new backsplash. We took the wallpaper down because, I don't know, I just really wasn't liking the vibe. We figured a fresh coat of paint would really spruce this plate up. Oh, my God. Shut up.
Now, to be fair, none of that really matters to you.
It doesn't matter to me, but does it matter to anyone?
I mean, sometimes you notice things when you can see. I guess.
On a podcast, do you give a fuck what the wall looks like?
No, because I usually listen while I'm driving, so no. I guess.
Okay, well, let's keep going.
Trying to play devil's advocate here.
Sure.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, no, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe it's only me, and all you sighted people watching are gonna be like, Mike, this is really entertaining. What the fuck are you talking about? Craig's probably right.
That's right.
For behind me, I like that part. I don't like what it's done for my face. I look sick now. So we'll continue to
Sick as
mess
in
around.
awesome.
We'll continue to work on that.
Fucking sick.
And people are saying it looks better.
Debatable.
Aaron, stop!
Well, he's
Stop reacting to what every individual says. Some people are going to say it looks like shit to annoy you. Some people are going to say it looks like shit because it looks like shit. Some people are going to say it looks great because they want to trick you. Some people are going to say it's great because they think it looks great. People lie on the internet, and people also give honest feedback. Don't listen to every single person because it's going to drive you insane, and it's going to force you to do wacky things like every day talking about the lighting in your studio.
I do enjoy that you're telling him it's going to drive him insane while this has driven you insane.
I know from experience. He's the next domino to fall. It hits me first.
We've lost Blind Mike to the light debacle. In his defense, his show is kind of built around getting super chats, right? Is he one of those?
Oh, I think it's entirely. Yeah.
So maybe
Well, no, I mean, he has, unlike like Kevin Brennan and Stuttering John, I think he has like topics he talks about.
right, but I mean, like the length of the show could be determined by how much money he makes.
Correct. Yeah.
So maybe he's just trying to engage them to get him to grease.
Oh, right. Like, hey, guys, I mean, you're going to want to donate to tell me how bad the wall is, right?
If you want me to talk about how terrible my wall is some more, give me $5.
That's a fun way to do a show. Yeah, I always enjoy that.
Super chat us right now if mine or Mike's background sucks.
Yeah, let us know.
Still look fat. I didn't turn off the "Don't make me 219 pounds" filter.
That's how you know, guys, self-conscious about his weight when he gives you the exact. Guys, I'm not 220. So don't you dare say that. I'm 219.
I'm still able to fight at welterweight.
I think I don't know if I've ever seen I don't know if I've ever seen this amount of success go to someone's head where he's very vain and there's I don't know. I was listening to Carl's breakdown of it. There's alleged drug use involved. It seems like the Kurt Cobain story, but it's just a guy with 10,000 subscribers on YouTube.
No, he doesn't sound like a guy on Suboxone being like, my lighting was pretty fucking good this morning.
Yeah, he's very concerned about how he looks and everything. It's like, I don't know, if you do a good enough show, it doesn't really matter, you know?
Yeah. All right, well, let's see what the next show starts like.
Okay, so now, we had fun making fun of him about the lighting thing. So I think we're just going to move on and finally get into the divorce stuff.
First, I do want to address, yes, the lighting is better.
Oh, God damn it.
You can see it from Johnny. It's not perfect.
Aaron, shut up about the lights.
Talk about it more.
Every day.
I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of curious where this is going to go now, to be honest.
You think this is a blind trigger, maybe?
It might be a blind trigger.
He's talking so much about visuals that it's bothering me.
I feel like I when I was a kid and Monday Night Raw ended and I couldn't wait to see what happened to Stone Cold next week. It's kind of how I feel about the lights.
I don't know, like David Letterman had a very nice set. I don't think he started every show telling you what the fucking lighting guy was doing.
Conan.
Well, here's what went into our set design, actually. Top 10 things on our set.
Conan started every show explaining why the moon was where it was in the backdrop.
Yeah, just let things happen behind you. And why is it taking so long, by the way, to get it right?
That's the one thing I'm just like, flummoxed by.
Every day is a new adventure, a new lighting adventure.
I feel like you have one stage light. It's not going to look this dim.
But if it does, fine, whatever. That's just what it looks like, I guess, Aaron. Move on.
You know what? To his credit, it sounds immaculate.
All right. Well, that's true, yeah. Oh, you're going to get him to talk about the audio quality now. Guys, good news. We've improved the microphones.
No. His sounds great, guys. Right? Don't tell him it's not.
Yeah, no one fuck with him about his sound. That'll ruin the man.
Yeah, you fixed the lighting, but what's with the mics?
Sorry, Aaron, what are you saying? We can't hear you. Aaron, you look fantastic. If only we could hear what you were saying.
A little bit like a ghoul. I have shadows cast on myself now. The shadows on the wall are gone. We took care of that. Now I have a weird neck shadow following me around. That's it. And it's probably this light right here.
Oh, good. I'm glad you've diagnosed it.
Crazy that an overhead light causes a shadow.
I was worried. I got to be honest. When we started talking about the lighting, I thought it was going to be an open-ended, like, who knows what the problem is. But luckily he said, like, no, it's probably this light over here. Oh, thank God.
Now I have the blinds in front of me open.
That's
Beautiful
me.
Beautiful lighting right here.
All right.
Coming down. That's causing it. But I think it looks better. The video quality is better. We got rid of a lot of that image noise that we were seeing. In fact, I think we got rid of all of it. People were saying last night.
You can just tell people. Like, you don't have to tell people. They'll just notice, you know?
Now the part that unfortunately you can't appreciate is there's a guy on the screen that he's got on the show that just looks like he's falling asleep.
Oh, well, thank God he's not crying. This guy broke down. So I guess our pal Mersh super chatted this show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this guy's name, but the producer. I guess Mersh said he stinks on the show. And the guy, for like an hour and a half, wept openly on the show. And he was like, you just fucking try things.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I was going to talk about it, but like 15 people talked about it before we did. So I felt like it was done, you know?
Man, if I cried every time that happened.
Not today, right, guys? Tell Craig how great he is, huh?
I don't have a live chat blowing up on the right being like, this guy fucking sucks. He's a fat ginger fuck.
So, like, here's my thing. I'm like, the shows can change what they look like without it being a daily discussion, I feel like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you go back and watch the early episodes of Always Sunny, it's shot differently. I don't remember the episode where they're like, hey, Charlie, you look like you're standing in better lighting today. Oh, well, as a matter of fact, the technology has gotten better, so...
You don't remember that time they did an episode talking about how the Coors Light's more illuminated than it was the day before?
No, I've thought I've seen all of them, but I'm gonna have to go back. I guess I missed one or two. All right, let's finish this clip. It's every day. It was a lighting discussion.
In tuning, we'll keep perfecting it. As you can see, the board has been updated today. Let's check out the board.
Oh, good.
Of course, today being Tuesday. Oh, hold on. Einstein couldn't tie his tie in a mirror because he couldn't figure out the reflection thing. I have the same problem pointing. I would have been a shitty meteorologist.
So he's the best broadcaster, and he's Einstein.
Can't you just say I'm bad at this rather than equating yourself to Einstein?
All you have to do is go, I'm not an audio, the V in AV club, I suck at.
Hey, I'm not perfect, but neither was Albert Einstein. Okay, I guess. No one equates the two of you, Aaron. I'm sorry to tell you. Like, I think you're a fine broadcaster. You're not Einstein, and you're not Howard Stern.
I'll go as far to say good.
Sure. Let's call him a good. I mean, there is a little. What's odd that I've noticed about Aaron is like, I think even he would probably admit he's doing an Anthony Cumia impression, which I have my influences, and Cumia is probably one of them.
Do I have to play the beginning of their show?
Beginning of whose show?
Steel Toe.
What do you mean?
You'll hear something that sounds.
Oh, Ecstasy of Gold.
Yep.
But I think that's an homage.
Now, did Opie and Anthony do that because of Metallica? Sure.
Right.
And then does he do it because of them? Sure. Has to.
You know what's funny? A quick sidebar here is Patton Oswalt was once on Opie and Anthony, and he said, "I really love that you guys play Ecstasy of Gold to start the show because it's kind of like symbolically, it's such a beautiful song, and then you guys come on with like this horse shit, and Opie goes, wow, man, I really appreciate you saying that. No one's ever understood that was always my intention."
Ugh.
And it was so obviously someone taking credit for something they'd never thought of before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
when
Opie's like, yeah, man, that's definitely what I meant the whole time.
that's kind of like how his whole energy when he was on Rogan that we broke down a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's like that energy.
Yeah.
All right.
But
well,
anyway, like,
we can go to the fourth show here.
all right, finally. So let's get into some of this divorce talk, because I do think it was an interesting topic. Like we goofed on the lighting and everything, but finally, let's move on, for Christ's sake.
See, now here's the problem.
Yeah, what's that?
That top light bulb.
Fuck you!
Terrible.
Fuck you! You cocksucking prick!
I hope somehow he sees this and just to spite you talks about the lighting to start every show. From now on.
I'm gonna watch every day now. Like, there, he's talking about the lighting again.
You know what? I think it does look good.
Let's see how this starts. He's obsessed. This is like Walter White with The Fly.
Yes.
Move on, man.
Okay, your meth is now 99%. Big deal.
Morning, and it casts shadows. Yes. That top light bulb.
Sorry, you actually start over, because I just want to hear him mention the light bulb again, because he's so fixated. He's like, you know what it is. Like he was telling us yesterday, according to these clips. Yesterday he was like, here's what the problem is. It's that light over there. Now he's zeroed in on a singular light bulb.
See, now here's the problem.
Yeah, what's that?
That top light bulb
Yes.
looks terrible in the morning, and it casts shadows.
Yes.
That top light bulb might look great in the evening.
Oh, good.
Oh, this is more Steel Toe morning show. That bulb might be good in the evening, though.
Yeah. Well, he does an evening show too. He does both
That's true.
on different days. But I'm glad. I was worried we were going to get through this segment without getting a biography on the light bulb.
Yeah, he's gonna start going about how it's like a Raytheon light bulb or whatever.
This light bulb prefers the mornings, and it prefers rainy days, cold winter nights.
I had an LG in there and it was hurting my retinas, so I switched it.
That's the problem that I'm having. Our lighting issues are pretty much fixed. I think we still need to shoot a little more strategically. But the camera is much better. People are very happy about the camera.
Yeah, you know what? It's crazy. I was in line at Dunkin' Donuts the other day, and people behind me were rejoicing, hugging one another. They were celebrating. A guy came out, coffee's on the house, gang. Aaron fixed his lights. Almost.
Someone came in just gasping for air, like, did you guys see? And someone cuts him off. The light bulb, it's fixed.
The guy said steel, and he didn't have to finish. Everyone knew he was talking Steel Toes lighting.
Dude, sit down. Coffee's on me.
Let's hear that again. People are very happy about the lights. Yay! Aaron fixed his lighting.
Our lighting issues are pretty much fixed. I think we still need to shoot a little more strategically. But the camera is much better. People are very happy about the camera. Even some saying it's
People are whistling down the streets.
Can someone pair that with Aaron saying people are very happy with the camera and have that overlaid with like countries being liberated? So rioting after a team wins the World Series.
People are real happy with the lighting. I actually almost just did a cliche you joke.
What's that?
Say cut to Harper Dwyer. The Gunners.
Oh. Yeah, no one can handle.
If there's a day 5 of this, everyone's going to do that.
best camera lighting we've ever had this morning.
Ooh.
That's
I was watching a video the other day. It's kind of, those troops coming home videos?
The best.
This was similar to that, but it was a 5-year-old kid, and he went up to his dad and was like, Aaron fixed his lighting. The guy just broke down in tears. It was great. It was touching. It was both sad and, I felt joy and sadness at the same time.
It was the kid's dad got back from Iraq and he didn't give a shit because the lighting was fixed. That's all he cared about.
Just tell me one thing, son. Since I've been gone, has Aaron fixed the lighting?
The saga is definitely going about that long, I'd say.
Large, fat, obese man.
Hold on, what was that? Sounds like he was talking about me.
feel attacked.
Correct the record here.
That's high praise from a large, fat, obese man.
Hey, how do you know we were going to talk about him?
I feel like I'm going to mark that. That needs to be a drop. Just to have it.
No, I think Carl, I mentioned this to Carl the other day, and he said, I mentioned the lighting, and he goes, oh, Patrick Melton was talking about the lighting too. So other people, thank God I'm not crazy. Other people have noticed this.
It's taken over the Dabbleverse Reddit page.
John's taking credit for fixing Aaron's lighting. Actually, I did that. I installed that light bulb.
His wife's with me now.
Oh, don't think that hasn't been tried.
Stop it.
Oh, you don't? I always like Craig doesn't really pay attention to all this stuff, so I always like informing him.
Stuttering John infuriates me, so I sometimes just don't look at him.
So Stuttering John screen shared something a while back, like when all these rumors started that Aaron and April were getting divorced.
Mm-hmm.
And Stuttering John screen shared something, but no one was paying attention to what he was talking about. What everyone picked up on is that he had DM'd with April Imholt. Old smooth Johnny trying to slide in there.
What a fucking scumball, dude.
He really is trash.
Really get. Once in a while, he does admit, I'm a funny guy.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, that's Aaron taking credit for something he did. I guess he said that Patrick Melton was obsessed with the lighting. And then his summation of that is, once in a while, he does think I'm a funny guy. It's like, I don't think that's what he said.
So he just said the lighting looks good, champ.
He didn't, actually. I think Patrick Melton had the same take I did. But
now,
how could you not?
Now we're gonna stick with this show for a little while. Here he is talking about Karl.
Okay, so we actually are, bits aside, we actually are moving on, because this is the other thing that piqued my interest. So I mentioned that Karl talked about him the other day. When I hear this, I gotta defend my guy here, because it doesn't seem like Aaron's having a lot of fun with what Karl did. So Karl did what he called an emergency. It's interesting. Aaron has a problem with a word in this title. I have a problem with a different word. Karl called it an emergency mini-sode. And the episode was an hour and 45 minutes. So I don't know what was mini about it.
Mini-sode's tough.
I did not like mini-sode.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But Karl did what he does. And Aaron was on Karl's show at one time. I remember he was a part of the Tampa Accord or something like that. So I think Karl and Aaron were friendly at one time. But Karl pretty honestly broke down the show. And I didn't hear anything like over the line, really. But this was Aaron's response to it, who, by the way, definitely didn't listen. You'll notice there's no way he listened.
To be fair, though, he's probably pretty busy with the filament in his light bulbs.
Well, it's a nonstop. It's really an all-day affair. We're lucky. We only have to hear about it a few minutes every single day. But it's a nonstop endeavor.
Why does it matter?
People are also saying Karl from Who Are These Podcasts had an emergency show. That's the gayest, nerdiest thing ever, by the way.
An emergency.
Can I say, it's very, Karl is flaming, of course, but what a man does in his own bedroom is no business of mine.
Yeah.
I think it's very funny to get angry. Like, you're just looking for things to get angry about. That's radio guy stuff. It's like shock jock radio guy stuff to be like, he's gay because he had an emergency episode.
He's gay because he had an emergency episode. I can't stand this. The guy only talks about his lights. It's like,
Yeah, right. I suppose.
It is funny, though. He's like, there's an emergency episode. This is about the live show, right?
No, well, so the emergency episode was about Stuttering John, and he also mentioned Steel Toe. He put Steel Toe in the title, I think.
Oh.
Emergency broadcast. There's a man bleeding out on the floor.
Well, hold on. If I can say this, I think the emergency aspect is a little tongue-in-cheek.
Yes.
I don't think Karl expected the authorities to come. Like, Dave Portnoy has done it a lot as well,
From a water cooler podium.
Yeah. I don't think anyone thinks there's really first responders on their way. You know, it's a little tongue in cheek, but okay, Aaron, go ahead.
Yeah, I texted Carl, "Is everyone okay?" before I listened.
And he said no, which was the crazy thing.
No, it's an emergency broadcast. There's a man.
Hold on. Craig texted Carl and said, "Is everything okay?" And Carl just goes, "Did you hear about the lights?" Not everyone was happy about it. Carl was devastated.
I was like, "I did."
What do you? I have 2 ears, don't I, Carl? Of course I did.
Of course, I did.
I don't live under a rock.
An emergency broadcast. There's a man bleeding out on the floor. He had an emergency broadcast, and he fucking lied. He said that I insinuated something I did not insinuate. I'm not even.
Oh, hold on a second.
At least don't get specific.
You heard Carl did a show, right?
Yeah, pretty gay of him, by the way.
Oh, it was very gay of Carl. I mean, Carl, again, very flamboyant, flaming, all the adjectives you can use, of course. Gay is queer is a $3 bill, as my grandfather would say.
Gay is the driven snow.
That's not what we're here to debate. No one would pick that losing debate. Is Carl gay? Of course. What I'm here to defend is the idea that Aaron says, like, I heard I don't know. I heard there's a guy, I guess, named Carl, and I heard he did a show or something. Anyways, here's exactly what he talked about.
But I didn't listen.
I didn't hear it. So I guess this is what Carl did specifically.
I was up to my eyeballs in light debacles.
But you guys know me. If it ain't lighting, I'm not touching it. I gotta say, that's a pretty good alibi. If I'm the detective on this case, I'm kind of buying the fact that he was so consumed with lighting that he didn't listen to Carl's show.
He should go murder someone right now, and he'll have an alibi.
Perfect. Like, Your Honor, look at how much he's talking about the lights. You think a man like that would have time for anything else?
That's consuming his life, if you ask me.
I
I don't even give a shit about the divorce. You see this lighting she left me with?
We're not going to say what it is. He insinuated I said something about somebody that I did not say.
This
What'd
is
you
good.
say?
Brian.
Why not, by the way?
If it's out there and you're
It's
just
very
driving-
confusing to your audience. If Carl said it and it's not true, Craig, say something inflammatory about me right now.
You threw rocks at black kids in your school.
It was oddly specific. I think Craig was drawing from past memories.
It's inflammatory. I was thinking,
Jesus. Now, yeah, obviously cut that out, of course, because that can't be out there. It's something ridiculous, so who gives a fuck, right?
yeah.
But now, if it's possibly true, maybe you wouldn't want to address it specifically, I guess.
Yeah. Now you're like, yeah, you know what Craig just said? I'm not going to repeat it, but
No, whoa, hold on a second.
who told you it's the warthog talking?
Those were his rocks.
They were just mysteriously like there was piles of them just planted there. No one knows where they
That's
came
the
from.
real question. How did the rocks get there? That's what no one's looking into.
Those are Soros rocks if I've ever seen them.
That's how much I'm happy Craig's back, is I'm taking on his, proclivities.
If that's look, I get that outside of Stuttering John, it's a bit of a one-trick pony over there. But
See, this is what I hate. This is why I wanted to talk about this today.
Don't do that.
This
we were
is what
having
I hate.
fun. We were having fun with the lights, dude. Don't go there.
Yeah, go back to the lights, man.
What kind of wattage we talking?
This is what I hate when you just are a complete phony. Like, you liked Carl. You were talking about Stuttering John for a while until that group of people said, "We don't like you. Fuck off." And you realized that wasn't the right avenue for you to go down anymore, which is smart. Good for you. You steered away from it. That's fine. But you were on Carl's show. Don't do the thing now where, like, oh, Carl's a hack and I never liked him. Because, again, that goes back to, like, I'm the greatest radio personality of all time. No one thinks you believe that. So what are you doing it for?
You say he's gay, we're not going to get in your way.
Like, there's no one in Aaron's audience that doesn't remember Steel Toe being on the show and having Carl on and all this stuff. So why be like, oh, well, no one's ever liked Carl ever and he sucks. It's like, okay, don't go down that route. That just makes you feel phony.
Clearly, it's working. His program.
Well, and that's the other thing is like, I'll defend Carl on that. Is he's not a one trick. He talks about plenty of other stuff. Is Stuttering John the most popular topic he discusses? Sure, but something would have to be, right?
Yeah, as we discussed on I don't know the timeline. The last episode of Why You Laughing that might be out now.
Yes.
If someone's gonna, come at you through the law, you're gonna talk about them.
For sure, but also like it's interesting.
Right.
Like I don't give a, you know what I mean? Like if we one day if we decide to talk about Coach HP more than anyone else,
Oh,
who gives a fuck? Oh, we haven't talked about
we have to get into that.
Oh, there's some Coach HP news. We'll save it for after air, and I forgot about that.
After air, there's more?
Huh?
Did you say after air or Aaron?
Oh, Aaron, I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you said after air. I was like, oh, there's something I don't know. Exciting.
No. Well, actually, yes, there is something you don't know.
Oh, good.
But we'll get to that in a moment.
Grasping at now. Maybe it's time to wrap it up, boys. Maybe it's time to wrap it up if that's what we're going
They
with.
did an emergency broadcast.
See, don't, Aaron. You're playing it wrong. And Aaron, here's the thing: is Aaron's interests seem to be similar to mine and Carl's and all these other people that do shows like this.
Mhm.
Like Aaron's an Opie and Anthony fan, so I feel like I have some. Just based on that,
It's a brotherhood.
Yeah, based on that, I have some insight into the stuff he's interested in listening to or talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't do the thing because you know it's phony. Don't do this thing of like, Carl should retire now from podcasting because he's talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, Aaron's literally doing the thing like, hey, we're just a little show over here. What are they doing talking about us? You know? While simultaneously being like, I'm the greatest broadcaster in the history of broadcasting. Well, Aaron, if that's true, if you're the world's greatest broadcaster, shouldn't people talk about you? And some of those people are going to make fun of you, right?
Yeah.
So which is it?
If you're watching along, the way he's holding this beverage right now is way gayer than Carl's ever done it.
I don't know. Did you hear how Carl drinks a beer?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's Stuttering John's impression of him. Yeah.
I knew exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Everybody only wants to discuss me, so that must mean I'm
Oh,
discussing.
go back.
Oh,
This
my
is corny as shit, and I want to give it a proper setup.
You know what? The white guys on this show know exactly what you're doing. That's how corny it was.
Oh God. But this is like, so his producer, his yes man, his Craig, is setting him up here, and like, why are these losers all talking about you? When again, it actually doesn't. If you are as good as you say you are, it doesn't make them losers to talk about you. It means you're interesting, right? Which, as Aaron knows, so is Aaron a loser for talking about Chad Zumach or Patrick Melton or the people he discusses? Does that make you gay, Aaron? Are you suddenly shoving cocks in your mouth because you talk about Patrick Melton?
I hate this next part so much, but I'm going to hit play.
It's rough.
Broadcast about you?
Everybody only wants to discuss me, so that must mean I'm disgusting. But it's just me. I'm just obscene.
I'm glad he got into the third stanza.
He's like, this is going so well, I'm going to keep going.
I genuinely thought he was going to do the rest of the song.
See,
I think you've never seen a white person before. I love the way his producer sets him up too. Like, you mean to tell me this guy is talking about you? He's like, my girlfriend listens to Crime Junkie.
Yep.
And so I'll overhear it sometimes. So I don't know the ladies' names, but there's one that's clearly a host, and the other is like the sidekick. And it's a true crime show. So every week they talk about a murder.
Naturally.
And yet there are things on there where like the main host who does all the work is like, so then the man stabbed the woman to death in her sleep. And the other girl will go, wait a second. I'm sorry. Stabbed? Like murdered? And the first girl's like, yes. This is a true crime show. I actually might want to get. We should do that next week. I might want to get clips of that because it's very funny.
I need it. It's just going to be rubbed out clips.
But that's what I like. That's what Aaron's producer does for him. Is like, hold on a second. This is a podcast that is talking about other podcasts. I mean, who are these podcasts?
Hi, my name is Ticket Aaron Himmelholt.
Will the real Aaron Imholt please stand up?
Y'all act like you never seen a white. No,
I did that
Ugh.
one already.
I know. But anyways,
You've humiliated us.
yeah. Well, we're doing. Yeah, whatever.
Let's move on.
Let's move on to Hackamania, brother.
Okay, so this is the next tactic. Again, he turned the page in his Howard Stern manual, and it said, "Go after their numbers. Say they're not as big a show as you."
They're saying Hackamania sales might be bad, and they're stirring up the steel toe stuff to sell tickets.
Show's in
I
August.
appreciate it, and I am the reason that
That's a different show.
Huh?
That's
Oh,
a
is
different show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I can announce though, right? Should I announce this?
Yeah, go for it.
Me and Craig will be at DabbleCon August 16th and 17th.
Oh shit!
Tentatively, barring something else comes up, but probably.
Barring anything else happens in our life.
I mean, pretty much anything important rises up and we won't be there. But for now,
I could be at the grocery store or not.
no, it sounds like it'll be a fun time. I'm down.
Yeah.
But no, Hackamania is happening next week, I think.
Oh, that's right.
Get your tickets. But I don't know. Carl told me they moved it to a larger venue.
Right, because they
I don't
sold. I think they sold out the first venue rather quickly.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe he's lying to me, I guess. But like, Stuttering John keeps saying it, and now Aaron Imholt say, "Aaron, hold on." I just caught myself. I like Aaron.
I know what you're just gonna go with.
Realize the sentence I'm about to say.
The company you keep.
Take stock in what I'm about to say. Stuttering John and Aaron Imholt have been doing this lately. Hear that, Aaron. Sometimes you get into a tizzy, a rage. You can't see what's right in front of you.
Aaron's gonna...
You're using Stuttering John tactics.
The next clip's just going to be him saying that you can actually see.
What's his IQ? So yeah, Stuttering John's been doing this thing, and I think Kevin Brennan too, probably, where they're saying like the event is failing or something. And I genuinely don't know, but that seems easily provable to check which venue is bigger because they had to switch venues, right? So
yeah,
I don't know. It seems easy enough to figure out to me, but Aaron's now taking this, and he keeps doing this thing. We've heard him do it twice now. Oh, people are telling me. How about looking up something, Aaron? Like, look into it before you talk about it. Oh, people are saying this. Well, how about before you comment on it, you make sure that's the case?
That's a tactic where he listened to the whole thing and he's like, I heard through, whatever.
Yeah.
They're saying Hackamania sales might be bad, and they're stirring up the steel toe stuff to sell tickets. I appreciate it, and I am the reason that Patrick Melton even has a show that anybody watches.
Okay, I'll correct that now. I think Patrick Melton's been doing his show for legitimately like 20 years.
It's been a long time.
I mean, he got into podcasting very early and internet radio, whatever it was at the time. But like, Patrick's been doing it for a long time. Like, Red Bar was dumping on him 8 years ago. Now you can say his show sucks or whatever. I don't know much about his show. Like, you can criticize it if you want, but to say I'm the only reason Patrick Melton has a show. Again, Aaron, you're being phony and everyone can see through it. Hey, it's fine to be phony if you get people to believe you. But, like, who's believing this? Who believes you're the greatest broadcaster of all time? Who believes you didn't actually watch Carl talk about you? And who believes that Patrick Melton exists purely because of you when you guys have been going back and forth for a year and Patrick has had a show for, I don't know, 10, 15, 20?
If I don't get, like, a lot of people do that. Like, it's a defense mechanism. Like, if someone talks shit about them, they're like, I heard. And it's like, no, you heard someone's talking shit, so you wanted to hear what they had to say.
Yeah, I always try to be genuine. Like, if I say I heard, I try to back it up with, like, genuinely. I'm not above listening to this.
Right.
It just came across my radar and I haven't had time to check it out yet, you know?
Right.
Like, but to act like you're above it, it's like you're not. That's what your show is about. Your show is covering similar topics to all these other shows. You think because you talk about politics once in a while, you talk about George Soros, that you're better than the rest of us?
It's true.
Sucking Patrick's dick now if he can find it. But at the same time,
Oh, fat guy. Joe.
I don't think I'm a big enough deal to get your tickets moving.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, Aaron. I don't think they thought that either.
You know, I don't want to talk about tickets. I just need to get back to this lighting.
Listen, I don't know. I know Karl tells me all the time when we talk off air. I was in marketing. I know Karl. I don't know how good a marketer he was, but I don't know if in his training they ever told him, like, just make sure you put Aaron Imholt in your advertisement. That's how we move merchandise, is we just tell people that steel toe has something to do with this. And boy, tickets fly off the shelves.
Here he is talking about the emergency.
I just want to go back to that for 1 second and just say, like, the idea that Karl is doing a live show in Vegas. According to Steel Toe, no one's going to go.
No one.
Then a week before the show, Karl talks about Aaron. Karl, who's been doing a show for 7 years.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden, people are like, "Oh, we talked about Aaron once. Fuck, I'm in." Here's what bothers me about him going after Karl like this. Everyone told Karl for like a year and a half to shit on this guy, and Karl wouldn't do it. Karl went out of his way not to fuck with this guy. And then the second Karl says something he doesn't like, or that he hears Karl might have said something he doesn't like, he immediately goes, "Oh, well, that guy's a loser who should quit podcasting, and he doesn't sell any tickets." And it's like, okay, well, it's just phony, Aaron. You're a fraud.
What was it that Karl said?
Karl said basically that. So Aaron did this speech. He gave some speech about his divorce, and talking about how he was doing things that a father shouldn't be doing. He goes, I realized I did certain things that a father wouldn't be proud of, and I wouldn't want to have to explain to my kids how I could be a father that was doing these things. And so a lot of people took that to mean he was using drugs, because that had been rumored for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And Aaron also said, he goes, "Listen, these rumors get out there, people speculate, so if you've heard something about me, it's probably true." He said that, I heard him. So Karl took all of that information and said, okay, so Aaron was probably doing drugs. And Aaron is like, "Wow, you have crossed a line now, my friend."
And he's supposedly clean now?
That's what he said. I guess. Well, I don't know, because he's saying that's not true.
Well, if you got clean, sir, congratulations.
Sure. And if you were never doing drugs, congratulations, I guess.
Way to stay strong.
Here's the thing is, like, I don't give a fuck if you were doing drugs. I think part of recovery is probably admitting it, but whatever.
He hasn't hit that step yet.
Yeah, I mean, I guess admitting you have a problem didn't cross your mind, but sure.
An alleged problem that we don't know if it's true.
Yeah, maybe he does. Maybe that proves he does.
But here he's with the emergency.
Oh, good.
Karl had an emergency broadcast.
Yeah, we heard
This
it.
can't wait, you
What a homo.
guys. Whoa. I am putting aside so many. Go mow the fucking lawn. Jesus Christ. Be a man. I need to have an emergency broadcast. To
Wait,
paraphrase.
you have to do that now. You have to mow the lawn and be a man.
Harmon gonna jump out the window?
To paraphrase Jim Florentine. What are you, 6? Oh my God. No offense, Karl. It sounds fucking gay. Like,
Well, can I ask Aaron, just because I've got my gay meter out, is it less gay if the lawn is already mowed?
Yeah.
If he did that and still had time to kill, would that be less gay of him?
That'd be significantly less gay.
Go mow the lawn. What does that mean?
Get some dirt on your face.
I've never heard that. Go mow the lawn.
I've also never heard the wood paneling one too. Oh no. Another comparison.
No, that's true.
God.
Is mowing the lawn the mark of a man? I don't know.
You know, I'd rather just pay someone to do it.
I don't know. You think Dana White mows his own lawn? You know?
Probably not. He's pretty gay.
Really gay.
No, offense, Carl.
What
offense?
No, whatever you said about me cannot be more offensive than an emergency broadcast is gay. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Oh my God, he really did stick. I thought we were just joking, but he just sticks with that's gay for quite some time.
Yeah, you know, he's like it's actually gay. Like,
You know, I'm a man who loves a gay joke. You know,
sure.
that seems excessive.
Well, again, I think the reason you call it an emergency show is like it equates to a bonus show. You know.
You know what? Some might say that bitching about lighting is way gayer.
Oh, this lighting just won't do. Anyways, Karl is super gay.
I look like a fucking mess in this lighting.
Oh my God, am I getting fat? Anyways, who's the homo that was talking about me?
I look like a ghoul.
Oh, this lighting is doing nothing for my features. Anyways, who is this bitch? Yes, Aaron. This is all very gay of us. We're all gossipy little queens. But stop acting like you're above it.
Right on the heels of bitching about lighting. You know what's gay? Doing a show.
We're all gay, you know?
That's right.
Certainly when compared to men who mow lawns.
That's straight as hell.
Yeah. Ask Andrew Augustus, my buddy.
He's definitely straight as hell.
Straight as an arrow. Yeah. All right. Is there any more, Aaron?
Yep. This is destroyed.
Oh no. All right. Well, I hope he's doing all right. I think he talks about our boys ROTC here.
Yes.
Someone left in the comments that Mersh destroyed me.
Wait,
I'd like to announce.
Oh, hold on. How dare this smug producer laugh at that? Mersh literally destroyed this man. This guy wept for an hour and a half because Mersh left a comment.
I don't know if it was the same guy as before. Is the producer sometimes remote?
Oh, okay. You know what? Then maybe I'm jumping it. I'm sorry. I might sound like an idiot here. Maybe it's a different guy.
Could be. Could be.
All right. I revoke everything. You guys in the comments, let me know.
This is me destroyed. I have been destroyed.
This is the same as you before you were destroyed.
Oh, was it? Oh, well, I've been told I'm destroyed.
Oh, boy.
Boy, they're very literal guys, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it was an emergency when Mersh destroyed me. Well, no, not literally. No one thought like he dismembered you physically.
Left a grenade in their glove box.
Like they just meant he shit on you pretty brutally. And probably by destroyed, they meant Mersh shit on you in a way that you won't really be able to come back from. And you're talking about his language. So I think they might have been kind of right.
No, you literally are the same.
Am I destroyed? Do I look do I have holes in me? Stigmata, maybe?
Mersh
Can't tell
says
the
you
lighting's
were.
pretty terrible, so I can't make it out.
Don't you dare.
No. Mersh
Apparently-
didn't say I was destroyed.
Who did?
Somebody came into the comments and said Mersh destroyed me.
Oh, okay.
Boy, these guys, I gotta say, to the commenters, I love all of you. It helps the show when you comment.
Mhm.
But I don't think you want me to put this much stock in your words, do you? Like, Jesus Christ. Everything is, the information he's going on is from the commenters. Like, everything he talks about is based on the comments. Aaron, let your hair down a little. Have some fun. Jesus.
Play the sound and react to it.
Yes. Yeah, play Karl and Mersh talking about you and have a response.
I don't feel destroyed.
God, the internet sucks.
Isn't it just retarded? It's so gay and retarded.
Everybody gets along, and then like
You guys, hold on. Where was this show broadcast?
It's on the internet, Mike.
Oh, okay, good. But you guys, please in the comments, because I'll take them very seriously.
The comments
I
on
mean-
cable TV.
Let me know. Aaron's never shit on anyone on his show, has he?
Has he?
I really hope not. I hope Aaron's never made fun of anyone, because that would be a real loser. Actually, I think it would be pretty gay of him.
Quite gay.
If he's ever made fun of anyone or insulted anybody, that would be super gay.
It's pro wrestling.
What fucking happened? Calm down.
I hope that's the guy that cried.
At this point, Aaron's just like, I really miss my wife. Get this guy off the show.
Well, Aaron's handling it well, so that's good. All right.
That's good. Let's
We're
go.
done.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the next episode. Let's see what.
All right. I guess he talked more about Mersh and Karl.
Yeah.
Good nighttime, evening. Hello. Welcome to the program. It's Steel Toe. I shouldn't have worn black.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, note to self. Nighttime, little more lighting. Morning time, solid. We got it.
This guy loves lighting.
The lighting in the morning looks fabulous.
Yeah, no, you're right. Karl's totally gay. Anyways. What's the best wardrobe for this lighting?
I'm little more light time, if you will.
Hold on. Let's hear the man who's calling other people gay. What did he just say?
Yeah, you heard him.
Could you go back a little bit? I'm sorry.
Morning time, solid. We got it. Nighttime, little more light time. If you will.
Ooh, that's fun.
A little more light time. Anyways, Karl's pretty fucking gay.
Nighttime is the light time. Anyways, isn't Karl a gay bitch, everybody?
Anyways, hold on. I got one more clip from the show after this where he talks about Karl some more.
Okay, good. Let's close.
Little vacation, didn't I? Oh my, don't I look tan?
Oh, you
I know the
prick.
camera looks like shit, by the way.
No!
We did some fixes. I think you'll notice some lighting fixes so far. Shadows a little fainter. We moved the table out a little more.
Enough about the lighting.
Now, I will say this. This is the best the lighting has looked.
Well, thank God.
So it might be over.
Hopefully that puts an end to the lighting saga. Holy shit. Oh, well, best of luck to Aaron and all his lighting endeavors. I just imagine arguments between him and April, where April's like, "You're never going to fix that lighting." It's like, "I knew you never believed in me, you bitch." When are you going to give up and fix the heating? Not till the lighting's done.
That is so funny, though, that he's calling Karl gay while bitching about the lighting for a week and a half.
That is very funny. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, that is very funny.
I'm in tune with gay jokes.
I understand. Yes, you're an expert.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, make sure you check out blindmike.net if you wouldn't mind. If you like segments like that, then support this show, like, comment, all of that. Leave a comment, and I will really dwell on it. And I'll come back next week, and it might be all I talk about.
You guys, the mic's away from my mouth this time. I don't know what the fuck it would be.
All right, is this better, everyone?
Notice how it doesn't sound as good when he does that, everybody?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the issue. Yeah, go to blindmike.net, support the show. We appreciate you.